Hello and welcome. This is lesson 12. In this lesson, we are going to add the letter J to what we have learned so far. J is a consonant. We have two forms of the letter J. We have the uppercase J and the lowercase j. The sound for J is J. Jet starts with the letter J, and we are going to use the word jet to help us remember the sound for the letter J. Guess what? J has a rule. The rule for J is that English words do not end with the letter J. But there are words in English that ends with the J sound. For example, we have the word bridge, ledge, stage. And we are going to learn more about that in later lessons. But for this lesson, we are going to focus on recognizing the J and its sound. Next, let's look at the sight word for this lesson. The sight word for this lesson is has. H-A-S, has. Let's write a sentence with the word has. Jeff has a pair of cowboy boots. Now, we are going to take the letter J and add it to what we have learned so far so that we can continue practicing our reading, writing, and spelling skills. Also, you know that we're going to have to do a movement for the word jet, because doing the movement while we're saying the sound is going to help us to remember the sound even better. So the movement we are going to do for the word jet would be this, flying, the jet. Okay? Let's practice it. J, jet, j. Did you do it? Now we are going to take the rest of our cards and we're going to practice. You are going to say it with me, okay? Let's go. Let's go. H, hat. I, iguana. T, tent. F, fan. A, apple. A. B, ball. B. S, sun. S. M, mask. M. J, jet. J. Very good. Now, you are going to say the sound before I do when I show you the letter on the card. Okay? Sound. Mm. T. B. S. J. Now, guess what? I am going to go back to two cards, the two vowels, because I want to focus on their second sounds, okay? So the first sound for A is A. Second sound, A with open syllable. Good. Sound, I. Second sound, I with open syllable. And remember, this one has a rule. What is the rule? English words do not end with the letter I, just like the letter J. We are going to learn more about the letter I and J ending rules in later lessons. Now we are going to practice our sight words. We are going to say them and just spell them together. Okay? Is. I-S is. I. As. A-S as. The. T-H-E the. To. T-O-2. Am. A-M am. At. A-T at. His. H-I-S his. Has. H-A-S has. And A. Good. Now let's practice our blending. When we do our blending in this lesson, I really want us to focus on rhyming words. Okay? Rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end of the word. Recognizing rhyming words is going to help us to recognize and identify sound patterns. And knowing our sound patterns will make it easier for us to decode new unknown words. Let's see. Let's sound this word out. But we don't need to sound it out really, because it's a sight word. What is the word? Is. So we know that this says is. Now we're just going to add the beginning sound and read the word quickly. Is miss. T is tis. J is jizz. Now see if you can just say this one quickly. His. Bis. Face. Very good. Let's try another combination. Let's say we have ab. What would that be then? Fab. Hab. Jab. Tab. Mab. Sab. Because we know this says ab, so we're just blending the beginning sound into the word ab. Okay? That's what we're doing. Let's try another one. Okay, so we have if. What would this be then? Biff. Sif. Miff. Tiff. Jiff. Hif. Very good. And now let's finish up the class with our dictation. Most of the words are going to be nonsense words, not real words, because we are only using the letters that we have learned so far to write words, both in the spelling words and in the sentences. Number 1, the word is myth. Myth. I hear I know that letter is M. Me, that is I. Myth, that is the letter F. How do we spell myth? M-I-F, myth. Number 2, the word is jab. Jab. Remember, you have to write it before I do. I hear J. That's J. Ja, I know that's A. I'm going to write the A. Jab, I know that letter is B. How do we spell jab? J-A-B, jab. Number 3, the word is jam. Jam. I like jam with bread. I hear J. That's the letter J. Ja, I know that is the A. Jam. I know that one is M. How do we spell jam? J-A-M, jam. Number 4, the word is hab. Hab. I know that letter is H. That's an easy one for me. I know that is A. A says A. Hab. That's the B. How do we spell hab? H-A-B. Hab. Number 5. Number 5. The word is jiff. Jiff. What letter says J? I think we just learned that today. That's the J. J. Which vowel says A? That's I. Jiff. And that's the F. How do we spell jiff? J-I-F. Jiff. Number 6. The word is jas. Jas. J. That's the J. We write the J. Ja. That's the A. Jas. That's the S. How do we spell jas? J-A-S. Jas. Number 7. And then number 8. Number 7. The word is sim. 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 I hear S. I know that letter. S makes that sound. S-I. That is the I. Sim. M. How do we spell sim? S-I-M. Sim. Remember, there are no letters here that we did not learn, okay? Number 8. The word is jit. Jit. J. I know that letter. That's the letter J. J. That's the vowel I. Jit. That's the T. How do we spell jit? J-I-T. Jit. Very good. Now, what is number 9? The sentence is, Tim has his hat. Repeat it. Tim has his hat. Tim has his hat. 4 words. Remember, each sentence must start with an uppercase letter. Each word must have good spacing, and then there must be a punctuation mark. If it is a telling sentence, I am telling you something, then you put a period. Let's write the sentence. Tim. I'm going to start with an uppercase T. Tim. M says Tim. I need to leave a space. Tim has. That's the H. That's the A. Has. That's the S. Now I like to reread before I continue writing. Tim has. I'm not sure if you can see my entire board. I hope you can. All right. Tim has his hat. Tim has, so the word his is next. His, that's H. It, that's the I. His, S. Tim has his, leave a space, hat. That's the H. Ha, A, hat, T. Tim has his hat. Well, this sentence is telling me something. So for a telling sentence, you put a period at the end of the sentence. Let's read the sentence again. Tim has his hat. Good. Let's write the very last sentence for this lesson. The sentence is Jim at the mat? Is Jim at the mat? First of all, let's see how many words are in that sentence. Is Jim at the mat? 5 words. Okay, let's start. Is, that's a sight word, so you shouldn't think about it. How do we spell is? I-S, is. I'm starting is with an uppercase letter because it is the first word in the sentence. Is Jim, Jim. Jim, you know what? For Jim, I also have to use an uppercase letter, even though it's not the first word in the sentence. And that is because Jim is the name of a person. So whenever you have the name of a person, you always start their name with an uppercase letter. Okay? J-I-I, that's I. Jim, M. Let's see. Is Jim at? At is one of our sight words, so we should not be thinking about it. How do we spell at? A-T, at. Is Jim at the? The is one of our sight words, so we should not be thinking about it. How do you spell the? T-H-E, the. Is Jim at the mat? Mat. That's the M. Mat, that's the A. Mat, T. Now let's see what kind of sentence this is. Is Jim at the mat? Now is this sentence telling me something, or is it asking me a question? This sentence is asking me a question, so I cannot use a period at the end. I have to use a question mark. Okay, so the question mark looks like a backward C, comes down a little bit, and we put a dot at the bottom. Okay, is Jim at the mat? And that is the last sentence for this lesson. Thank you for joining the class, and I will see you in your next lesson.